Continue to follow developing news out of Georgia, where an appeals court judge in that state is now pausing the election interference case against former President Donald Trump. Now, the stay comes as attorneys for Trump and his co-defendants appeal a ruling allowing Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, who you see right here, to prosecute the case. Well, Trump's lawyers challenged Willis over her romantic relationship with this man right here, Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. But Judge Scott McAfee now allowed her to stay on the case if Wade reassigned, which he did. Now, the appeals court is tentatively scheduled to hear Trump's appeal in October. Let's bring in Chief Legal Analyst Cliff Rhodes to this conversation. The first question I have for you, as we're learning of all this today as breaking news, was this expected?
Yes, it was expected that they would appeal. Yes, it was expected that the Court of Appeals would take a look at it. No, I didn't think anyone expected them to actually grant an opportunity to hear it. This is major. Anytime a case is stayed, that means everything has to stop. There's been a number of hours that have been placed into this for all of the previous pre-trial hearings that they've had. But you got to think about it. When a client calls me, most of the time, I'm going to ask them the first thing, well, what do you want? Sometimes I want to be found not guilty because I know I didn't do it. Maybe I just want to avoid going to prison. And sometimes clients will say, I just need time.
Right.
And you can guarantee that Trump has had a number of conversations because he had 4, now 3 pending criminal cases across the country. I just need time. I need time to get to November. So this is death by 1,000 cuts. You'll see appeals in every case, even if there's a conviction, even if there's something wrong, we'll appeal. An interlocutory appeal means we don't even have to wait till this case is over. I want to appeal right now, and I want this case to stop. Your Honor, please stop the case and allow you to hear what I think the Judge McAfee at that time got wrong. That's what their attorney's argument was. But by all means, this was expected that appeal would be made, expected that they laid foundation for why appeal should be granted. I just don't think any legal scholar at the time thought that this appeal would be granted, where now it would stop this entire process. And I say that because Scott McAfee, the judge down there in Georgia, did an excellent job of laying out the foundation, staying within the rules of law, making sure that he removed whatever they thought was the cancer that could have even remotely tainted the case, which would, in that case, would have been Nathan Wade. And so I am not sure why the appeal was granted, but guess what? We're here now.
We are here now, and we also have to understand that when this appeal started, former President Donald Trump was not a convicted felon. Now that he is, how does that play into all of this? And also I want to ask you, when you now have this going before an appeals court, what does this mean for the case?
Well, remember, this is not even about the underlying facts of the case. This is just applicability for the DA. And so even if it goes to the Court of Appeals and the Court of Appeals says, you know what, Judge McAfee, you got it wrong. DA presented all this evidence and you just kind of missed these things. There was some misconduct by you during this hearing, and because of that, you ruled wrong. And we're going to say Fani Willis has to step aside. Well, the Georgia Constitution and their statutes dictate that another prosecutor will step in. So even after all this happens and they say, you know what, Fani Willis, your whole office has to be removed, we'll go find another DA. And there'll be another DA appointed to this case. There was a grand jury in the state of Georgia that decided that the defendant, Donald Trump, and the other co-conspirators committed some crime. That case will go forward regardless of what this Court of Appeals decides. It just may not go forward with Fani Willis and her team leading the ship.
And I have to ask you, okay, because you said we knew that there would be an appeal, but it's a little bit of a surprise that then it would be granted. Why the surprise?
The surprise is that you can always appeal for that there's some misconduct, that the judge missed something, that by rule of law on his face this should have been granted. It was just so blatant. And that's what his team was laying the foundation. Excellent attorneying during that process that, look, I'm going to lay the foundation for appeal. Appeal is necessary because their client needs time. Everybody's following that. Delay, delay, delay.
Right.
So now the appeal was coming. Just granting them the opportunity to hear it, something totally different.
You have about 7 seconds, but what does this mean next?
The next steps are there'll be an appeals court hearing this sometime after the election. This means there will be no election interference case in the state of Georgia happen in 2024.
Cliff Rhodes, appreciate your insight as always.